Hello, this is William McKissock with Schooley Mitchell, your expense reduction specialist. And remember, word of caution, this is not my day job. My day job is an expense reduction analyst with Schooley Mitchell, but I do like to help businesses get promotion, free promotion across social media. So that's why I'm doing these video interviews. And today I have with me Tom Muscarella and Sean Hurr. They're regional sales managers with PuzzleHR, a company that is a complete HR consulting company. So Sean and Tom, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much. Appreciate being here, William.
Thank you, William. Excited to be here. Thank you.
So, well, let's just get into some questions and we'll get it going. So, both of you, kind of briefly, tell me a little bit about yourselves and how you ended up in this HR consulting world.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll go ahead and start. I've actually been in the business coming up on 30 years this year. I started in 1992 with a major national payroll company called Paychex. Spent 25 years there, and I sold and managed in 3 different actual divisions, most of which for the past 20 or so years were involved in our HR solutions or professional employer organization. I left there in 2017 to go to another national company in the PEO industry called TriNet, and worked in their sales enablement division for 4 years before joining Puzzle last year, and coming over here basically to focus on delivering managed HR services to clients based on their needs.
Okay, Sean.
Thank you, Tom. So, William, my background is just a little over 25 years in sales and sales management. I've been in the HCM space for a little less than 10 years now. Just recently came over to Puzzle this summer. Prior to Puzzle, I was with Paychex on the PEO side of the house, dealing with their co-employment solution, working with their health insurance benefits with our clients on that side of the house. Prior to Paychex, was with a 3M distributor in sales and sales management for 15 years. Did a lot of vendor relations and wore a lot of different hats as well in that environment. Prior to 3M, was with IBM in their marketing and printer systems division out of Atlanta, Georgia, and also a U.S. Air Force veteran.
Well, thank you, guys. I can clearly see there's a passion for the HR field of what you were doing, because you've both got a lot of experience, tons of experience to bring into this business. So to be a little bit more specific, tell me a little bit about what the business does. What does PuzzleHR deliver in their HR consulting practice?
Yeah, I think both of us can give a little bit of flavor to that. The biggest aspect of what we provide is people to solve HR needs of our clients. And by that, I mean, each one of our clients receives an assigned HR program manager to basically help, first and foremost, identify their HR needs. And these are clients that sometimes may have 10, 20, 30 employees and don't have an HR department at all, and they need us to become that for them. Mm-hmm. And other times they're a company that has an HR department and an entire team, but they realize there are some gaps that need some additional expertise or support or strategic effort. And so we as a company basically customize our solution in each one of those scenarios and join in a partnership where on a month-to-month basis, we're working with the client to help solve their HR needs from a strategic and tactical standpoint.
I'll just add a couple little points to that as well, William. As Tom had mentioned, we're creating a customized solution for our clients. That's really where our niche comes in. The competition that we're up against is providing more of a box solution, one size fits all. When it comes to the Puzzle offering, we are working in a collaborative environment prior to the actual implementation of the agreed solution, where we're going through a discovery process. We're really creating a customized, living, breathing solution that is a result of the client's needs, and we deliver specifically what they're looking for.
Fantastic. Kind of continuing on there, so what makes PuzzleHR better than the competition? Because you're not the only company out there doing this. So why are you different, and why would anybody watching this want to hire you guys as opposed to somebody else that does the same thing?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. And the interesting part of the answer to that is that there doesn't seem to be anyone who's doing it exactly the way we are doing it in the marketplace. First and foremost, the founders of PuzzleHR, Lonnie Ostrander and Chris Timmel, basically started the company knowing that there was a need for a national solution that was not connected directly to any specific platform or technology. In most cases, people are identifying their HR needs and solving them through payroll platforms or other individuals in the HCM space. Mm-hmm. Our focus and our major differentiator is that we're going about it really in a neutral mindset to what people want to use for their payroll solution or what people want to use as their benefits broker or workers' comp provider, any of those other areas that oftentimes get attached to HR. And so the other major differentiator that allows us to, I think, deliver in a unique way is that I mentioned earlier, the HR program managers that we hire are the most incredible individuals in the industry, many of whom we worked with over years at the other company or in this industry. And their experience being able to be applied in a customized fashion, as Sean mentioned, a very white glove way to solve specific needs, really sets us apart from the rest of our competition out there. There's a great number of folks that are doing HR consulting, but we believe our partnership approach on a national level is a bit different.
Yeah, just to add to that, William, as Tom had mentioned, our resources are really top shelf. We have a benchmark resource that we're delivering to our clients, very tenured staff that we have at Puzzle. Not only that, everything is in-house. So our payroll specialist, our Puzzle employees, our benefits specialist, our Puzzle employees, same thing with the HCM implementation team. And our cornerstone offering is obviously that program manager, otherwise known in the industry sometimes as a human resource generalist. These are true top shelf, seasoned professionals that have been in the industry for decades and that are becoming an extension of our clients' business.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, you can clearly see there's a difference, and if anybody's looking at the HR world, you can clearly see you guys bring a passion to the table, but you have a different model that's not the same or similar to what everybody else is doing out there, because there is a lot of companies that does the HR consulting and practice work. So tell me, what does a typical client look like for PuzzleHR?
Yeah, we really don't have a specifically pigeonhole type of client. We really can help anybody. As a rule, it is a company that has a need for additional HR based on either complexity or size of the organization as it relates to the employee and employer relationship. So a lot of times that can be a small, very fast growing company where they're just growing so fast that they can't keep up with their people needs as an organization. And that may be when they have 20 employees. It may be when they have 200 employees. But more often than not, we're working with companies that have some type of change going on. And that may also relate to turnover in their own HR department. A lot of times we're coming in to help them out when they have a gap in coverage from an HR personnel standpoint as well. And I know Sean can probably add to that.
Yeah, and just to add, William, there is no specific vertical that we tend to spend our time in. It's a wide swath. We're dealing with everything from blue collar to white collar and every industry that you come into contact that's open for business. We're involved.
Fantastic. So anybody watching this video, please see both Sean and Tom's details underneath and connect any one of them. And they're going to take you through a fantastic process with a fantastic company. I can clearly see you guys really know what you're talking about. So I'm sure anybody else watching this video will know the same and realize the same. So as a final thought, as a closing question, you mentioned that you're a national company. You guys are here in the Tampa Bay area of Florida. Do you work in the Tampa Bay area of Florida, or do you actually work with companies all over the country through your network?
Yeah, no, that's a great question, William. We really appreciate and respect the centers of influence that we partner with. And so whoever we have a relationship with that refers us into a company that they're working with, it really doesn't matter where they are. So in that sense, we don't have territories. Sean and I both are out of the Tampa Bay area. So we focus a lot of our relationships on this area. But, and then I would say beyond that, we tend to just cover Florida because we have now approximately 20 reps covering the nation. I would say by the end of 2022, we'll probably be double that. So we're growing very, very fast. And what we want to make sure is that we're always available to the partners with whom we've developed relationships with. And if their relationship takes them to Iowa, then we go as well.
Fantastic. Sean, do you have anything to add to that as a closing comment before we finish up?
No, as Tom had mentioned, we're here in the Tampa Bay, Central Florida market, but there's no restriction onto our coverage model. We do have representation from California over to New York on the East Coast down to Miami. So we do have the state covered as far as our puzzle resources for sure.
Okay. Well, thank you guys, both of you, for coming on the show. It's nice to be able to promote real, true professionals that I have in front of me today. So again, thank you. It is a pleasure to have you.
Thank you very much, William.
Thank you, William.
I'm going to hand it over to Dave for the weather now.